Hi there guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Your support is much appreciated. Today I'm going to just chat to you and just have a little talk with regards to my history with my weight, how I got to doing keto, etc. So if you're interested and you want to know a little bit more or you're a bit nosy, then stay tuned. So for me, fortunately, as a child growing up, I didn't really have issues with my weight. I've always been an active child. Primary school, high school, netball, athletics, softball, swimming, etc., dancing, drama, I did it all. So I was very, very active in terms of my sports codes and even doing some extramural activities within my going into high school, etc. So for me, weight was never really an issue. I think for me, when it all started is when I got married and I decided to go on family planning, and that is when it really started to go downhill for me. What happened was I had the typical textbook side effects: hair loss, weight gain, mood swings, acne, etc. So you name it, I had it, and that was really a struggle for me. And my struggle with that was about almost 2 years when I struggled on and off on the pill, then on the injections, etc. So I've tried it all, and with all of them I had side effects, and none of them really worked for me. I then stopped. I decided I'm going to stop it, and I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm just going to freelance. I'm just going to do my own thing. And I stopped my family planning. I stopped all the medication, and that is when I started to feel a little bit better, but I was still gaining the weight. I was still struggling with losing weight, etc. Mood swings, you name it. I was still struggling the effects of that medication. Fast forward, we decided that we wanted to start a little family of our own, having issues with falling pregnant. I then discovered that I have got PCOS, and that is what contributed or what was the cause of a lot of my difficulties and my struggles, not only with my weight, but mentally as well. Depression, mood swings, acne, fatigue, not getting my menstrual cycle regularly, having issues all around. With I had a better understanding as to why, what's the causes, etc., and what I can do to help myself feel better. Not only did I discover I had PCOS, but I'm insulin resistant, and that is also another layer onto my struggles, etc. But with knowing all of this, and what they say is that, like the saying goes, is knowledge is power, and definitely knowing why I was feeling a certain way and why I was having certain struggles really helped me to research what can I do that can effectively help me lose weight, and what can I do that is going to give me success in this specific area. Okay, let's just fast forward now. After my first baby, after my second baby, fast forward, etc. It's with an old friend of mine, and I see that she's lost a lot of weight, she's looking good, and I then obvious question is that how did you do it, what did you do, what did you take, etc. And then she says to me she discovered banting. Take information, I ran with it. I started research, I got my Tim Loke's books, start reading my books, etc. That is when I stumbled upon the keto diet, and I then I went down that rabbit hole, and I just YouTube videos, reading articles, etc. What is the keto? I discovered there was many types of keto diets. There's proper way of doing keto. They call it lazy keto, dirty keto. That's going to work for me. Let me tweak it to work for my lifestyle. And that's what I always say to my girlfriends as well. Get inspiration from other people, whether it's YouTube channels or my YouTube channel. Get inspiration there, and then take that information and then do your own research side by side, and then take whatever works for you. Someone told me about something, I did my research, I was reading things or whatever, informing myself and whatever, and then I decided, let me take this and let me take A, B, C, F, G, and let's see if it will work, and then apply it to my lifestyle. I always say to my friends is that, you know what, health is the new wealth. If you cannot pour from an empty cup, and what I mean by that is that you do not love yourself, okay? If you don't think that you're worth it, if you don't think that you're worth the effort, then it's not going to work. Don't do it because you want to get into that dress. Don't do it because you're going to a wedding in the next month or two. Do it because You want to do it for yourself and you want to become healthier, whether it's banting keto, low carb, whatever your decision is, but do something different to the norm. Try something different and just see what's going to happen. You might even surprise yourself. You feel what I'm saying? I always say to my friends is that trust the process. If you trust the process and you're consistent with yourself, etc., you will yield results. You will yield results. And I'm not going to say it's smooth sailing. I'm not saying that it's perfect, etc. Nothing to that effect, you know. I also have my struggles mentally, emotionally, where I feel I want to have that donut, I feel I want to have that pizza, etc. And I've got to fight with myself psychologically. No, don't. And yes, there are times where I say, yes, I want it. You know what I mean? But 98% of the time, I'm deciding that I'm putting myself first. I'm going to exercise self-love. You know what I mean? I'm going to prioritize and say me first and my health first, you know, because if I'm not good mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, then of what use am I to my husband, to my children, to my siblings, to my friends? I'm going to be running on empty all the time and I'm going to burn out eventually. It's going to come out some way or the other, whether it is gaining weight, whether it's high blood pressure, whether it's depression, whatever label or tag you're choosing, it's going to come out somehow. So I've decided my journey and I'm going to do it the way I'm doing it, and that's why I decided to do the YouTube channel. I'm not doing it because I want followers or whatever the case may be. I'm doing it. Firstly, I've discovered a love for editing videos. I love the fact that I can cut and paste, etc., put little things in and I can make a little video. Secondly, I thought, let me document my journey and hopefully I can help one person out there to say, you know what, I'm worth the effort, I'm going to make that change today. Staying motivated, it's not an easy thing. I get asked this all the time on my Instagram. How do you do it? How do you stay motivated? You make it look so easy, but it's not easy. You know, I've got to work on that motivation all the time. And sometimes, thank God, my partner, my husband is there and he's that motivation. For off day today, I don't feel like exercising or I don't want to exercise, you know. And then there's days where I just give into that emotion and I say, no, today is one of those days I ain't doing it, sis. You know what I mean? I'm not going to work out today. I will eat whatever, not eat whatever. I will stay on track, but I'm not going to work out today. You know, I have those days, but I don't give up. Tomorrow or later the day when I feel a little bit better, emotionally and mentally, I decide, okay, fine, let me do a 15-minute workout while I'm watching a Netflix program or whatever. I've got my little workout on my cell phone and I'm watching a program on the TV and then I'm doing a little workout. You know, so I'm trying to put myself first and trying to work on getting myself to a better and a healthier self as well. I want to grow old with my husband. I want to see my kids growing and hopefully, God willing, them having kids, and I can see my grandchildren as well. So that is what's important for me. I'm putting myself first and investing in myself to say is that, you know what, my health is important, because if I'm sick, if I'm down and out, drop dead or whatever, because I was too lazy to make an effort or to stay consistent, better myself, you know, health-wise, you know. So I don't want to make that same choices. You know, our parents had the choice of saying, oh, you know what, I'm going to eat healthy today or whatever. No, it was a choice of survival. That's why our diets are so carb dense. It's a choice of survival. What can I put in that plate that's going to make your tummy full and you're going to stay full? So there is so many layers to this in terms of losing weight. It's not just about shedding the weight. Much more complicated than that. You've got to think about, you've got to unlearn things that you've inherited from your upbringing. What you deem to be healthy or what you deem to be normal foods, etc. There's a whole process to this whole experience or to the whole journey. It's not just about losing the weight. It's not just about getting healthy. This is what my childhood was in terms of my eating. Not only in terms of my eating, but my emotionally, etc. Unpack those things. Unpack why do I act the way I do when it comes to food? Why, when I'm sad, I grab food? Why, when I'm happy, I gravitate towards food? When I'm happy, we celebrate. There's food, it's a celebration. When we are sad, we celebrate with food as well. We've got to now reprogram our minds and reprogram ourselves to now choose differently, to associate certain emotions, etc., with food, or wanting to the natural response to be, or the natural gravitation to be, let's go towards food. So it's not just about, yes, you're lazy, you're behind off the couch, go work out, eat better, etc. It's a unpacking, or for me, it's self-discovery. And when I went on this journey, and I was thinking to myself, this is so difficult, I wanted to lose the weight instantly, and not realizing that this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a process, it's a lifestyle. It took me years to pack it on, and now I want to lose all of this weight in the next month, 2, 3, 4. People can lose all the weight, etc. But I know that I wanted to go slow and steady. You don't want to just do it now and then in the next 4 months I lose all this weight, etc. And then in the next 6 months I'm back to where I've started. That is not what I wanted. I wanted to be consistent. I wanted to be effective, etc. And I wanted to yield the results that I wanted to yield. And yes, there's gonna be those times where I feel like I'm gonna have my off days, and I might not feel like doing what I want to do or what I need to do, but those days are fine too. Work through those emotions and find out what is at the core of it. What is your trigger points, etc. To stay motivated is really a struggle. I have to constantly work on it, staying motivated, choosing me first, choosing my health first, choosing to make better choices. And it's not is why I decided to make this video, and I hope that it's helpful, and I hope that I've motivated someone. And because it's not an easy process, it's not, every day is a struggle, and hopefully one day I will be, not hopefully, I know that one day I will be at a better place than where I am now, with my relationship with food, how I react to food, what my trigger points are, etc. to food. So that is why I wanted to make this video, because a lot of people, or some people, send me stories via my Instagram, chatting to me, saying life is so difficult. How can they stay focused? How can they stay on path and whatever? And for me, all I can be is, I can only say what works for me. My testimony is obviously going to be biased based on my own experiences. And I'm going to end of this video to say is that you are worth it. You are worth the effort. You need to take that 5 minutes of the day, or take that 10 minutes out of your day, and say, yes, I'm going to work out today. Yes, I'm going to choose a better option today. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you doing keto, low carb, or banting, but just to find a healthy lifestyle where you can feel better, you can improve your overall health, and not only wanting to lose weight, but to just feel better in general, And for me, I'm doing a whole holistic view of it all. The weight loss is part of it. Getting healthy is part of it. Emotionally being healthy is part of it. Spiritually being at a better place is part of it. So all of those things link into each other. And I want to say to you is that you are doing an awesome job wherever you find yourself on your journey. You're doing a great job. And yesterday is in the past. What happened yesterday is in the past. Today is what's important. And tomorrow is a new day. It's a new dawn. So whatever you decide to do, but decide to do something different. So because you cannot look for change and still be doing the same old things day in, day out, but you want to complain that nothing is changing, you want to be different, but you're not actively making those changes. So I know this video was a bit hectic, but I hope that I have motivated you. I hope I have been of some sort of inspiration with regards to my journey and my struggle, and my struggle still today. So I just want to say to you is, God bless and all the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.